What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Grab near the sticks. It's Rogers. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Setting up the screen. Turning on the Jets. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Grimes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. Bounced off his feet. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little room. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Rides the back on the option, the give. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Still leading by 2 after the miss. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. With the catch, it's McCoy. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Kent State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Northeast Ohio. They'll enjoy this one all week. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket breaking down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the back. He'll take it himself. He's in open space downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his man. It's White. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for space. It's Smothers. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Power football with the run. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to throw, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the 1st down and more.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. That slices the lead to 2.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To throw, it's Applewhite. Grabbed behind the line, it's Webster. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Slithers into space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third down play from the gun. Grab near the marker. It's Grimes. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Got his man all by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Noles will send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Rogers. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Going up top again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Number 98 in punt formation to kick it away.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This quarterback part of their running game. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback keeps it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State was able to come away with the victory, but it's not the type of dominant win we've seen in Jonesboro over the years. It is a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be...
There he goes. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Complete on third down. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Applewhite. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. On the move. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Seminoles will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Applewhite. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. Making side adjustments here. They want to run this quarterback. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's loose. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Wolfpack to start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rodgers. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good from 58 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Grimes. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Gets the back moving. With jet sweep pass. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Swings it out to his running back. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Blackwell. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Gets it out quickly.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. This is a designed run. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying